Hey guys, this is Dana, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I believe to be one of the most powerful tips and strategies for helping you to move forward and heal from a narcissistic relationship. And this strategy is what I call the for when you miss him or her list. You've heard me talk about it before, I'm sure. And the reason I do bring it up so much is because it works. It really, really works. Because here's the thing with healing: in order for a wound to heal, you have to quit touching it. And it's really, that can be hard to do, right? When you're in one of these relationships that is a narcissistic relationship that runs the cycle of idealize, devalue, discard, which is what they all do, right? And the reason being is that devalue stage is incredibly painful. That's when either you have reached max overload as far as their nonsense and the chaos and the trauma and the tears and all of it, or they've upped and left you again, right? So that's the wound. But then what happens is, instead of letting it heal, they come back, right? They come back and it's the idealized stage all over again. And during that idealized stage, this is when you have the promises of change, right? That just given enough love or understanding or therapy or religion or rehab, that this time it'll be different. But it never ever is, right? And so the target finds themselves sucked back in for yet another go around in this emotional roller coaster of madness. It's exhausting. So the only way to really heal is if you're off the roller coaster. If you're like, I'm done. Like I want off. I want my life back. I want my sanity back. I'm done. Is to make this list. And so here's some pointers with making this list. I mention this often too. One of the biggest tools that we have in our toolkit is the power of anticipation, right? Anticipating their behavior, anticipating our behavior. The end of a relationship is the exact same. So anticipating, you're going to feel nostalgic. Like odds are, you're going, no matter how bad things were, you're going to most likely feel nostalgic. You're going to be minimizing the bad times. You're going to be glorifying the good times. And it's during those low moments when you start to miss them, you start wondering, well, maybe this time really could be different. And maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe they're not a narcissist. Maybe they're just your run of the mill, lying, cheating, manipulating, stealing, thieving jerk. Like maybe that's all they are, right? Which of course, like any one of those things is enough for it to be a deal breaker, frankly. But it's our brain does funny things, right? And it justifies, there's a lot of denial and minimization and all of these things that go on. It's good to anticipate that it's a matter of if, it's not a matter of when you're going to have that nostalgia kick in. So planning for the nostalgia is when this list comes in handy, and it really, really does work. So what you're going to do is you're going to put in a bullet point format as many of the painful things that they have done that you think, if you were to read that or even hear about it, it like just cuts through that fog of nostalgia like a hot knife through butter. I mean, it just snaps you awake. You're like, oh, right. Like, that's why I have to stay gone. That is why, right there. And then all of a sudden you're back in reality. You're back in the moment. You're not lost in fantasy land, right? So here's some examples of what would go possibly on somebody's list, right? So here's some of mine, right? So he lied about working late, and he was really out cheating on you. You can't trust him. He lies all the time. He lies when the truth would serve him better. He lies. He said he was paying bills, and he wasn't, and you still don't know where all that money went. So here's maybe some just other general examples. This person, somehow all of his or her bad behavior is somehow all your fault. You get blamed for everything. Somehow you got blamed for them cheating. You got blamed for them stealing money from you. You got blamed for them maybe even physically abusing you. It's never their fault, right? It's always somebody else's fault. And there's no empathy. There's no remorse. There's no accountability for what they've done. You might even list out some of the more specific, smaller lies too. So sometimes that helps when you're listing out small things, because it'll just show you, like, they don't lie just to get out of trouble. They lie. They lie with little things. Their lies come in all sizes, like small lies, large lies, medium lies, extra large lies, lies. And the reality is, right, with a relationship, if it's not based in honesty and trust and dignity and respect and open and honest and sincere solutions oriented communication, then there is no relationship there. What's there is a manipulationship. Kind of looks like a relationship from afar, but it's not the same thing, right? Two very, very, very different things. So ask yourself, if you've got this long list of things that just show the opposite of everything I just said, then that's not a relationship. That's not a relationship. That's a manipulationship. So getting crystal clear about the dynamic between you two, I think, will really help you to think clearly and to move forward and do what you feel is the healthiest thing for you to do. So then here's the other part of this. So with that said, after you read this whole list, that can be really upsetting, right? Anticipate being upset, because now you just took a trip down bad memory lane, right? And now you're upset. So what can you do in order to now make yourself feel nourished, make yourself feel loved and respected? Because to walk away, it's really hard to walk away from that love bombing. I get it. I was there. So doing whatever you can to make yourself feel good. So maybe that means going and spending some time in a support group and talking to other people and sharing how you feel. Maybe it means taking a hot bath. Maybe it means taking your dog for a walk. Maybe it just means playing with your dog. Maybe it means getting a dog. Maybe it means calling a friend. Maybe it means gardening. Maybe it means painting your nails. Knowing yourself well enough to know this is what makes me feel good, and then spending your time nourishing yourself, because you are worth it. You are worth it. You really, really are. So that's what I have for you tonight. I hope that helps. I'll be curious to see if you guys have made your for when you missed him or her list and how it's helped you, and if you have any strategies or tips or tricks that have helped you to move forward and heal after a relationship, after a narcissistic relationship. I would love to hear it. I think everybody else would too. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. As always, lots of love to you guys. You are not alone. You are not crazy, and you really can move forward and heal from this. So take care, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.